welcome to Real Talk with MMJ. Tonight, we will explore the complexities of love and relationship. Our question for tonight: would you settle for someone who really loves you, or are you willing to wait for the right one? So this topic quite take a bite on a lot of through my experience, because I can easily say that I do fall in love easily. Yeah.
There you go.
And you can
learn a thing from Chi.
No, the thing is that, but when I commit, I commit. So when there's a spark, that's when I mention the aha moment. So for the thing is that when you have a date, no matter how many dates it is, if there's no aha moment, it's
dead.
Yeah, it's dead. So first and foremost, when I first meet you, I know already if it's going to work or not.
Okay.
And when I say it's going to work, for my first relationship, it worked for 10 years.
That's still here.
Yeah. No, that was 10 years ago.
Oh, right. Okay.
But now it broke up. But my shortest relationship is 6 years.
Okay. Well.
And that's my and we met one time. I know that I'm going to be with them.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you, Riley? How do you define, or how do you find love?
How do I find love?
Yeah.
Love finds me.
That's good. No, that's good. And how normally it finds you?
In the most unexpected places, I think. I don't know if I've experienced love from, say, like a partner yet. Definitely from my mom.
Yeah.
I love my mom and my sister. So, but in terms of finding a romantic connection, I haven't really found it yet. And you said, would I settle? Is that the question? No, I would not. I would rather be on my own.
I mean, for now, maybe.
For now, forever, I'd rather be on my
Who's
own.
your favorite celebrity, like crush? Like
Yeah,
crush?
Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé. So if he comes along, Michael Bublé.
Would you
But
say,
he's like but what if his personality is not great? He's a bit.
No, it is, yeah.
Okay, that's it. It's going there.
So I know you mentioned they've never been in love, but expectation-wise, what would you think? Because we all have that. I wonder how it's going to be. What are your expectations for you to lead towards loving someone? What do you expect?
I feel like you would want to do anything to make them happy, and yourself, obviously. Like, you'd obviously already be happy, because I think it's a two-way street. But it's like that person that you would just do anything for.
That would be the edge for you, that I'm actually in love with this person.
Yeah.
correct, yeah. And do you have any criteria? What sort of a man that you're looking for?
I mean, ultimately, someone at least my height.
Okay.
That's gonna be tough.
She's a tall girl. I'm only 6 foot.
Why are you 6 foot?
6 foot.
Right.
Wow.
So trying to find someone like my height or above is like sort of difficult.
Right. What if it's your height, but they're not the personality that you want? I mean, would you still go for that?
wouldn't settle.
What if Michael Bublé is like 5'2"?
Oh, he's definitely shorter than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you settle with him?
Would you settle if it's 5'2"?
He is beautiful.
No, Mike, have you ever settled for anyone? Have you had that experience, settling for someone who does not meet your criteria?
Yeah. Look, I think we're all different in ways, but when I was single back in the days, I think,
You're justifying yourself.
everyone's gonna be watching me, so let's be careful with what we say, right? But back then, when I was single, I mean, I think I went through a phase, and one of the experiences I had was there was this. Well, I'll call her Miss A, right? Just to avoid any dramas. Miss A.
I hope you're watching this.
I remember when I met her. I think she was at the time actress/model or something like. She was on that industry, and I think because back then I had this one criteria in mind. It was like they have to be tall, not too tall, but a bit shorter than me, but probably 5'8", 5'9". They have to be fairly skinned. That was my thing. I don't know. I like fairly skinned, and they have to have a good personality. So I think she met all that criteria. She had the look, she had the personality, but it wasn't 100%. It was like 8 out of 10. So I was like, man, I don't know what's missing. But it's like an 8 out of 10. But she was so nice. She would even bring me gifts and stuff. So I'm like, man, this is a good quality person. But it still wasn't 100% there. So I think I ended up breaking up with her because of that. I didn't even know what it was. I just felt like it just wasn't 100%. So I think that's it. I mean, you're just looking for someone that you want to settle with. But if it doesn't happen, you just
So obviously his wife is the perfect lady for him.
Yeah, well,
because
yeah.
There you go.
he's
Well, for me, I've settled for someone who wasn't in my, someone that didn't meet my qualities. Because the fact of the matter is that this person cared for me. So the relationship lasted for about 6 years. However, you know who you are now. For 6 years. However, I have respect. So they were loved on the first few years, but it became respect and dependency. And I think it's something that a lot of people don't talk about, wherein you become dependent on your partner. And it's not necessarily a good quality to have because we want to be independent. However, there are situations that call for that matter to happen that way. And that's when my eyes open to wherein, wait, I'm settling for this, yet I'm not happy anymore, but I'm comfortable.
It's hard when you get comfortable. What about you, Mary? Have you ever experienced that?
Me, yeah, actually, I fell in love once. I actually
Once or
once. I was well, maybe a few times, but actually, to be honest with you, you'll be shocked. I think the guy. Oh my God.
no names, right? No names.
Actually, I was married to a guy 3 times.
Wow.
So I wasn't satisfied with the first wedding. I went to the second wedding, the
3
third wedding.
times?
I was just obsessed with the wedding thing. However, I thought that I was really in love with this guy, but you know what, to be honest, the first year was in love. And you
the
feel
honeymoon
like,
period.
and then you feel like, oh my God, this is not the right person. And it just vanished. And well, obviously I'm divorced now. I've been single for how many years?
After 3 weddings, right? You would
weddings.
think one is enough, but
well, the first wedding was just with his friends. The second wedding was with family, but I want something like a perfect wedding. Then we went to the Philippines. It was like all the friends, all the families and parents. However, this was after Yolanda, and it went pitch black. And he said to me, no. There's no more 4th wedding. That's why he took off.
See, I think that's quite sometimes a challenge when there is expectations that you have to meet, right? For example, a perfect wedding as such. And there's nothing wrong with that. But for me, it's more so that if things happen instantaneously and spontaneously, that's when you know that things will fall into the right place at the right time.
Well, they say you shouldn't be looking for it. You got to let it come to you. That's what I'm doing now.
And my problem is it always comes to me and I just say, okay.
I'll take it.
We're still waiting. Where are you guys?
But last question for you, Riley. So in terms of, we talked about the quality of men that you look for, or a quality of a person that you look for. We talked about your expectation. Now, what in the long run, what do you think would be the bust or make or break for you? So for this person is, for example, everything's perfect, but what will make or break it for you? What quality?
Oh, if I'm lied to.
There
I
you
don't
go.
like dishonesty.
So if that happens.
So that will make or
That's
break
the break,
everything.
yeah.
There you go.
What if it's Michael Bublé? He lied to you 10 times.
Yeah.
Taking my records and going.
Can you please sign this?
Can you just sign it before I go? I'll take the house too, thank you.
Let me ask you guys a question, because obviously with the whole dating scene has changed from like what, in the past 20 years. It's so different from when our time, which is not too long ago when I was younger. But look, I think now the dating landscape has quite changed a lot. Back then, it's still always face-to-face meetup. Now there's like Tinder events and stuff. But sort of, did you try any of these apps or dating apps or?
Yeah, I'm currently trying them, and I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
What have you tried so far? Like
Hinge.
Hinge.
Called Hinge.
Yeah, right. Is that? Have you guys heard of that?
Never heard of that one.
Hinge.
That was
Not Tinder. Oh, right.
That was when I was in uni.
Right. What about Joe? Have you tried any of these dating apps? Or?
I have tried some dating apps, and it will remain nameless. At the end of the day, we learn from those experiences. As a youngin, as a young person trying to understand the complexities of love and go through the journey, we make decision based on what we think is right at that time. But overall, we learn from it as we grow along, and then for me, we find the right person. I think there would be this right person. Yes, there's someone that would be like, well, he got away or she got away. But at the end of it all, it's for me, if you choose that person to be the one for you, you will do everything for that to work.
Yeah, you'll find the right person at the right time.
Exactly. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, an insightful and thought-provoking discussion on the topic, would you rather settle for the quality person or are you willing to wait for the right one? Remember now, what matters of the heart are unique to each individual, and what will work may not work for everyone. Tonight, thank you so much, Riley, for giving us this opportunity to get to know you.
Thank you so much.
And of course, my name is Jojo.
Mary Rose Salubre.
My name is Mike.
And here we are with Real Talk with MMJ. See you soon.